IPMNation.com.
Welcome to Blunt Force with Giazilla
and Wade Rawrr.
And special guest Meg.
Yeah, Meg's sitting in.
Occupying the studio. Oops, I'm turning the music up and not down.
Wow.
And chewing on a bone. Happy as can be.
Yep, content little pup.
So today's topic, Wade. Did you say Wade Rawrr?
I did say.
At Wade Rawrr, at symbol Wade, RAWRR on Twitter. And I'm at Giazilla. Tweet us.
Come see us.
Yeah, give us some topic ideas. We have a good one today.
We do, and it seems pretty damn relevant, too.
Synchronicities.
Man, have we just not been bombarded with the synchronicities
It's been insane.
of late? I mean, damn.
I had some, darn it, I had some websites pulled up, and I'm trying to get them back now.
Let's see.
I must have cleared them. So, Wade, give the people a little bit of a background on this.
I guess when I started to notice it was when your mom passed. You know, it just seemed like the synchronicities started just happening. It was crazy. I mean, we were talking about something super weird. Oh, I know what it was. Remember we were talking about devil worship or something like that.
Oh, that one time?
That one time. And then, like, the next six ads within 10 or something on my Facebook were all about devil worship stuff, and I was like, oh my god.
And then I even went to my tablet or my phone and I saw a meme, and I never seen anything like that on my feed. That was a weird one that was notable. For a while we were writing them down because there were so many of them. The weirdest one to me was when Eric was playing RuneScape, and we were all hanging out in the garage just chilling out, and we're talking about pickles.
Right.
And the next thing you know, someone in the chat, the game chat, just wrote pickle.
So odd.
So you can sit there and say Google's listening, and that's why we get different things when we talk about it, but that was random.
I know, we were placing our Taco Bell order earlier, and then bam, there was that meme.
About Taco Bell.
About Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You know, just crazy.
It's really, I've been trying to figure it out, and it's like more connected toward you. Like, we'll say something or do something, and then it'll show up on your tablet.
I know. Do I need to go buy a lottery ticket?
I tried that. It didn't work.
I know. I had some, and they were old. Clearly, they had expired because no money won there. But
well, I've always had some synchronicity happenings in my life since I was a child. So it isn't that unusual for me, but at the rate that we've been having them since Mama passed away.
No, it seems like a lot.
It's constant. The other day we were talking about government cheese and having a pretty in-depth conversation about it. And then when we got off of that, Wade went to go look at his Facebook, and there was a guitar made out of cheese.
Yeah. random, so crazy.
So much random stuff. I wish I had the list.
We've had hundreds of things like that happen. I mean, so many. It's several a day now. It's weird.
Well, even with earlier, the other night, every night Eric says, "Oh, there's Jupiter," and I said, "That's your planet." And then today he was messing with his vape pen, and it said Jupiter on it.
Right.
Just weird. Out of all the names that it could have been.
Right. No, there's so many. We just mention them now and kind of move on. We don't even.
Right. Get all crazy.
We're not
about
even
them.
shocked about them anymore. We're just like, oh, happening again.
I wonder what it means. Well, let me pull up this synchronicity. What is a synchronicity? Synchronicity is a concept first introduced by analytical psychologist Carl Jung, which holds that events are meaningful coincidences if they occur with no causal relationship, yet seem to be meaningfully related. During his career, Jung furnished several different definitions of it. Jung defines synchronicity as a causal connecting togetherness principle, meaningful coincidence, and a causal parallelism. He introduced the concept as early as the 20s, but gave a full statement of it only in 1951 in the Aranos lecture. My dad and I had weird coincidences or synchronicities when I was growing up, a lot.
Right.
Like, we would pick up the phone to call each other, and we would be, like, dial the numbers and would be on it without even reading.
Wow.
Because we both, at the same exact time, had made that call.
Right.
And earlier, I was going to go in Eric's room, and because I had just been in there, so I didn't feel the need to knock or anything. So I went to go reach the door handle, and I felt it turning as I was turning it. And when we opened the door, we were both standing there looking at each other. I was like, oh my god, that's so weird.
Weird.
Yeah, one time I was reading my dad's horoscope, and it said, you will be working on small appliances today. And I called him up, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, just fixing Grandma's toaster.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, I just read your horoscope. And he was like, oh, don't believe in any of that. Those are just coinkydinks. But
don't pay that no mind.
You know, because he was very science. But I think it is science.
There's something to it. There has to be, you know?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it feels like the portal to the other worlds has opened up a little bit around us, but it's not just happening to you and me and Eric. It's happening with Damon.
Right.
And now that we moved here, it's starting to happen with Jen and Sarah, too. More frequently.
We're bringing that energy with it. I don't know.
I don't know. Nana must be stirring the pot for good things to happen.
It seems like something. It's too much. It's too much, man. You know?
It's not too much in a scary way, though.
No, not in a scary way. It's just, I mean,
notable.
It just happens too often to be nothing, you know?
I'm trying to think of some other ones. I just don't want to, like, put too much space and time in between thoughts here. Trying to remember them, because some of them were just great. Like,
oh, we've had so many.
There's no way you could explain it, you know?
That devil worship thing one was so weird.
That was weird.
One.
Or we'll talk about a musician or an actor. And, well, oh, this is the weirdest one. The craziest one. I have a friend, Michelle. She's co-hosted the show in the past. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
And she came over, and we're talking about music and choir at Gilroy Unified School District.
Right.
And we were talking about Mr. Rob, who taught my brothers and me, and also had taught her son. And she said he was still in the school district. And I was telling her how Mrs. McAllister was the music teacher that I hated the most. She was just mean, and she would pick out her favorites for solos instead of who was better. And she had taken over for a music teacher that I really loved. And she was telling me that Christopher had her too, and that he didn't like her. And, even as she got older, she was even meaner.
Right.
And then I went outside and I did some things, and I came back in, and she goes, "You're never going to believe what I just read." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I got an alert from Gary Dispatch that Mrs. McAllister passed away today." And I was like, "I have not thought about that woman. I have not talked about that woman."
How odd.
And the fact that your son had the same teacher as me, like 30 years apart.
Yeah, who teaches for 30 years anymore?
And then we just brought it up. That was probably one of the freakiest ones.
That's crazy.
So let's see what it says. Psychology Today says about it. This was posted December 19th on my birthday.
No way.
What the flock? I wonder how many we're going to get as we're sitting here doing this. That's one.
There's one.
Wow. Synchronicities, a sure sign you're on the right path. Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences. Here's how to understand them. I used to be a reporter for the Cincinnati Enquirer back in my 20s, and for roughly half my decade-long tenure there, I kept hearing a call to quit and become a freelance writer, a decision I largely ignored for years, because it was scary stuff. However, years of trying to ignore this call, the signs pointing toward it took on a whole new tack. This is how it began. I was driving home from work one day listening to a song on the radio called Desperado by the Eagles. I played that song at my dad's funeral.
There's two. So odd that he would remember exactly what song was playing. And
right. And as I pulled up to the curb in front of my house, the last line I heard before I turned off the car was, "Don't you draw the Queen of Diamonds. She'll beat you if she's able. The Queen of Hearts is always your best bet." I turned off the ignition. Weren't you just talking today about getting a playing card tattooed on your hand?
I was talking about that.
Wow.
There's
three. I turned off the ignition, opened the door, stepped my foot onto the curb, and there at my foot was a playing card, the Queen of Hearts. I sat there utterly dumbfounded and wondering, of course, what it meant. See, that's what we've been going through. We've been dumbfounded by these things.
Right.
And we're all, like, trying to figure this out. When I mentioned the incident to a friend that evening, she said with an extravagant quality of assuredness that when you're on the right path, the universe winks and nods at you from time to time to let you know. So what's so interesting about this, and maybe the Nana connection, is we all now live in the same house that she lived in when she got sick. And I felt a strong need that Sarah needed us to be here because of everything Sarah had gone through and the heartbreak that she'd faced.
Right.
Through the ordeal with my mom. And I was wondering if it was Nana's way of budging. It started before we even thought about moving here.
Yeah.
And it kind of was part of what made me think maybe we should. Maybe there are new opportunities that await us, Also, dying of mold poisoning in your house isn't good. Why couldn't it have been like fungi, like mushroom fungus growing instead of mold?
It's the wrong kind of fungus there.
Right.
Thank goodness we've remedied that.
So anyway, when you're on the right path, the universe winks and nods at you from time to time to let you know. She also said that once you start noticing these little cosmic cairns, once you understand that you're on a path at all, you'll begin to see them everywhere. That's what happened, she reminded me, when I bought my Toyota and suddenly started seeing Toyotas everywhere. That's different. I think that's a different phenomenon.
That is a little different. There's
even a word for that, which has nothing to do with this. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't know I was even on a path. I told her much less whether it was a right one. I simply found myself unable to make heads or tails of the episode and ended up filing it under unexplained phenomena, along with especially deja vu, spoon bending, water witching, spontaneous remission, and certain incomprehensible acts of human forgiveness. But even more remarkable than finding that Queen card when I did was that over the next 2 years, as I searched for a sense of clarity and courage about this call, I found 5 more Queen playing cards in incredibly improbable locations all around the country. A sidewalk in Cincinnati, a conference room in Santa Fe, a sand dune in Cannon Beach, Oregon, and mountain wilderness in Colorado, 6 miles from the nearest trailhead. The whole thing made the Twilight Zone seem like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. And every time I found another Queen card, the sheer unbelievability of it took another giant step forward, and eventually it went so far beyond the laws of probability that I only barely hesitate to say that it's impossible there was nothing more going on here than a statistical aberration. This was orchestrated by something with wits, which shot my rational view of the universe pretty much to hell. I came from a family of scientists, detectives, journalists, nonfiction writers, and New Yorkers, and you don't get more cynical bunch than that. Hey, Paul Hickey, how you doing?
All right.
My
Hello.
cynical counterpart.
Paul.
Shout out to Paul. And this stuff just doesn't happen in our universe. And yet, though, the phenomenon became more inscrutable with each find, in a way, it also began making more and more sense. A pattern, more a passageway, seemed to emerge. I came to understand this rather profound administering of chance was directing me towards something both my writing and my life needed at that time. More heart, less head. More intuition, less intellect. More of the inner life, the emotional life, the life of the senses. More listening. More what Carl Jung referred to as anima, the force of the feminine in a man's life. And the Queen, of course, is the archetype of powerful feminine energy, which I felt myself being compelled toward by the kind of meaningful coincidence Jung called synchronicity. Synchronicities are events connected to one another, not by strict cause and effect, by what in classical times were known as sympathies, by the belief that a causal relationship exists between events on the inside and the outside of ourselves, a crosstalk between mind and matter, which is governed by a certain species of attraction. Okay, so I could see that on a personal level,
Right.
but why is it happening to all of us?
Right.
You know, that's the trick right there, is to figure that out. And it's true, we all do need to get out of our heads and more into our hearts, and more out of rigidity and more into like the unknown and being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Right.
So I agree with that. Jung believed that synchronicities mirror deep psychological processes, carry messages the way dreams do, and take on the meaning and provide guidance to the degree they correspond to emotional states and inner experiences. For example, you're trying to decide whether to say yes or no to a particular opportunity, and while driving on the freeway, someone suddenly cuts in front of you, and you notice the bumper sticker, "Just do it." Or you're struggling to focus your energies, not spreading yourself so thin, and scatter your interests and attentions among too many projects. That's me all the time. And while taking photographs one afternoon, you drop your wide-angle lens and shatter it. You can derive meaning from just a coincidence when an external event matches up with an event on the inside. It doesn't always. You might be sitting in a waiting room, for instance, reading the magazine about George Gershwin, when the receptionist sticks her head out the door and calls for the next patient, a Mr. Gershwin. And as outlandish as this may seem to you, if it finds no hook on the inside, it's not a synchronicity, only an amazing coincidence. If it means something to you, however, and it's amazing and potentially instructive, that's a synchronicity. Synchronicity is a coincidence that has an analog in the psyche, and depending on how you understand it, it can inform you primarily through intuition and emotion how near or far you are from what Carlos Castaneda calls the path of the heart. Among shamanic cultures, says anthropologist Michael Harner in The Way of the Shaman, synchronicities are considered a kind of homing beacon, analogous to a radio directional signal, indicating that the right procedures or methods are being employed.
It's kind of weird that they mentioned shamans. We were talking about shamans just a while ago.
We have a meeting with a shaman on July 10th. that I just set up yesterday.
I don't know. So that's 4 or 5 or half a fucking dozen.
I mean, when you are talking about this kind of stuff, some of that stuff might overlap, but you're not gonna be talking about an artichoke and then pull up Facebook and there's a freaking recipe for artichoke
Right.
dip right there. Which is what's been happening to us. And it's been like very peculiar and odd things. Like that example, that pickle comment, just out of the blue.
Right.
Why would someone just write pickle in a game chat at that precise moment that I was just talking about pickles?
And a lot of these things, there's no way that it could be like, I know people are like, well, Facebook listens to you and they cater ads to what, even if that were true, these are coincidences like when we were talking about Taco Bell, somebody posted that in a group I'm in.
Right. I was there before we talked about it.
Right. And I just flipped it and there it was.
A lot of it's happened through Facebook and the internet, but not all of it's been stuff like that.
Right.
Sometimes we'll be talking about a song we haven't heard in years, and then we'll hear it.
Yeah, then there it is.
Right. Or a television show that we should watch that sometimes, and we'll pop on Netflix and it'll be like, new to Netflix this week, blah, blah, blah. We're like, whoa.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I think it'll be fun to do our tarot cards. You want to try?
Yeah.
Or I'll do mine first. So I'm on evatarot.net. That's Eva, EVA, tarot.net. Sarah uses this. Now, it's funny because my children were raised in Strigaria, which is Italian witchcraft. They weren't raised in it, but it was around them, and they could participate if they want or not.
Right.
And they're both scientifically minded, especially Sarah. She would always say to me, oh gosh, that's hokum. But then whenever she wants something, she always asks for a spell.
Right.
Because she knows it works, and she's seen it work over the years,
Put a little stuff on it.
Right. So I find it funny that she does her tarot cards through this Eva Tarot all the time. Because I'm like, oh, I thought it was BS.
Right.
But, she's a believer. And she would always say, nothing's ever happened to me. I've never seen anything. And I would tell her, it'll happen. It'll happen when you're ready to receive it. And lately she's been having experiences. And she's just like, what a trip, man. I'm like, yeah, because it's the universe. It's bigger than you. Just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean it's not going to present itself. If it's meant to.
Right.
I mean, that's the way I believe anyway. Alright, I'm shuffling the deck. I'm cutting the deck. Then it says, before drawing the cards, you need to focus and think about a very precise question. Then choose 10 cards. Alright, well I already know what I'm focusing on why we're having these synchronicities. Maybe this tarot deck can help me figure it out. So choose 10 cards, and I'm not putting any thought into it, I'm just randomly selecting them. Okay, so I've got my cards. Please select 3 cards while thinking about your strength. Okay. I did that. You can talk in between.
Alright.
Please select 3 cards while thinking about your weaknesses.
So now what kind of cards are we looking at here?
These are your standard tarot deck. Your Rider-Waite, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
Please select 3 cards while you're thinking about your future. Okay.
Are they refreshing these cards every time?
No, I pick them, they take them away.
I see.
Alright, now my sun is spinning here.
Nice calculating.
Have you ever done your tarot readings?
I had someone do it a long time ago.
My friend Carrie is really good at it.
This chick was really good at it. She told me a bunch of stuff, and it all was true.
But I'll tell you the story about Carrie and her career as a tarot reader, her short-lived career.
Huh?
The Devil, the High Priestess, and the Chariot. These cards you selected invite you to make an effort to unblock a situation that you have been stuck in for quite some time. For this, you need to overcome an obstacle that is a real challenge for you. If you adopt the correct behavior, you should end up in a more satisfactory situation where the challenges you are facing today could dissipate. In the coming days, you will have the possibility of taking things in hand due to this unexpected event, which should allow you to prove yourself to the people who really matter to you. You'll understand you'll need to take control over your own life to take advantage of all your promises. In the past, you have experienced equivalent situations where everything just seemed to be getting on top of you. At that time, you knew how to count on the support of your loved ones by giving them your trust. Today, the cards evoke the influence of an older man and should help you to take things in hand. It's not easy to get your bearings when you encounter an unexpected situation, but this man will be there for you to help you find the right path and make the right decisions during this crucial period. You should keep your goals in mind and take the advice of this draw so that all odds are in your favor in July of 2019. You need to be aware of the issues raised in this draw to advance to a happier situation in love and in your personal life. Well, maybe the shaman that I'm meeting
Wow.
is going to be an older man.
That'd be cool.
We'll find out. My next draw was the Hanged Man, the Hermit, and the Empress. First, the cards evoke your determination to move forward and thrive. You seem very critical of yourself, especially with regard to some of the decisions you have taken, certain choices that you are questioning today. From the outside, you seem... Meg is in the room joining us, so she's laughing right now.
Oh.
You might hear her speak even. From the she's a magical dog. From the outside, you seem happy and fulfilled, but the cards show that you have had difficult times in your life, and things have not always gone as you'd hope. Each time you were able to overcome these obstacles and bounce back in your personal life by finding compromises, sometimes even starting again from scratch. You have developed a strength of character that today allows you to advance in your life despite the difficulties you encounter. Blah, blah, blah. There's a man about. Here comes the man again. Your draw evokes new challenges with this man and announces a very emotional period during which you could achieve great progress with that person. The card refers in particular to trips you make with him and people you hang out with together who constitute a social group that is very important to you. I wonder if this has anything to do with Cindy introducing me to the film guy in Dallas who's going to take over our film.
Maybe. Could be anything, really.
Right. It seems that in the long term things will work out for you with these new opportunities. Oh, you know what? I go see Dr. Grant for brain surgery on the 5th.
Could be that.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Now, the last draw. The World, the Magician, and Justice. Love will knock on your door in July. The cards show a strong relationship between you and a man. He may be older than you, and his age may have something to do with why you are interested in him. He has a strong and pleasant personality. Damon, am I going to cheat on you?
Are you going to get a sugar daddy?
I might.
What's going on?
My shamanic sugar daddy. You hear people talk about him a lot, and this is not true, and you like what you hear. Is Sam Elliott coming to visit me? He has lots of charisma and a sense of humor. Perhaps you will meet him during your everyday life with no warning. Oh, I haven't met him yet. This could upset your plans because you will be invaded by an intense feeling of love in a way that you haven't felt for a long time. The feeling a teenager has with their first kiss. The main card of this draw highlights that this love could lead to a lasting relationship. Indeed, all indications that our alchemy will be created, a result in which common desire to continue the relationship as long as possible. Goodbye, Damon.
Shazam.
Nah, you know, whatever. Alright, the last card. The Emperor represents power and legitimacy. He follows the logic of conquest and seems to act for political purposes. He is charismatic and ambitious. His character embodies leadership. At his worst, he tirelessly seeks to impose his way of thinking and to arrange things at the risk of finding himself alone at a loss of any support. By not picking the Emperor, you act spiritually, placing the human above man. You believe individualism does not have a place in the collective framework. You refuse leadership and prefer group reflection in which everyone listens to one another. It's very true.
That's interesting. I don't want to do it now.
Why not? Why, you're afraid of it?
I don't know.
Let's do it.
I'm tingling. It
Tingling?
makes me feel weird.
I didn't need to know that.
My cheeks are tingly.
That's why I was when I eat sugar, liar. What's happening to you? You just heard me. Okay, shuffle your deck. Cut your queso.
Just shuffle.
Meg, are you burping again?
Cut that baby.
What a trip. Anyways, while you're doing that, my friend Carrie took a job as one of those you call in tarot readers. And she couldn't do it because she felt like she was taking advantage of people.
No, I guess I will.
They just wanted to talk to her. She said they were lonely people and they were charging like $3.99 a minute.
I guess I will focus on a more commonly asked question. Maybe will I ever find true love again?
That's a good question.
Here we go.
You pick your cards.
So now, what do I?
Go back up to the top.
Okay.
Now pick 10 cards. Whichever ones you like. Just touch them. Just touch it, Wayne.
Alright, there's 1, 2, 3.
I know a lot about tarot, and I like the cards that I picked. I think they're good, positive, past, present, future cards for me, for sure. I don't want to not talk during the podcast. Wade's picking right now.
Alright, there's 10 cards. I might be in trouble.
Why? You got the hangman?
I got a bunch of bad stuff, it seems like.
Every single guy I had was in a throne, like, powerful.
Wow, all mine have horns and stuff, I think.
Please select 3 cards while thinking about your strengths. I already picked that guy, so...
Alright, well...
You gotta pick 2 more. I love this song.
They're kind of hard to see a little bit. I'll just do them randomly.
Do them random, man.
Okay, without thinking too much.
Please select
thinking about
3.
your weaknesses.
Yeah. Definitely pick the hangman on that one. There you go. Okay, you just pick the hangman. Please select 3 while thinking about your future. Oh, Maggie's whining. He's picking. While we're listening to this badass guitar solo. You are a man.
Would you like to see?
No.
No, thank you. Alright, my draw is
Your
being
sun is
interpreted.
spinning. It's trippy.
There we go.
Look at it.
Round and round she goes. Or he goes, or she goes.
It's a sun man and a moon woman. The devil, the fool, and the empress.
Ooh.
Your current employment situation tends to limit you and your future plans.
Oh no!
Am I ever gonna get a woman? Bitch, you need to get a job first, okay? This is bad for you and those around you.
Now, in all fairness, I didn't pick the first card of those 3. Yeah.
This is bad for you and those around you because you are unable to be happy, and you can take it on others who, however, are not to blame. Your days are not easy, and you feel moody at night. Your bad mood is contagious and will rub off.
Oh my God.
Eric, of all people, was just lecturing Wade on positivity this morning.
I'm a ray of sunshine. You people.
We call you Eeyore, dude. You have the cup to prove it.
Just because a man has custom drinkware, Gia.
With sad elephants on it. Is he an elephant, Eeyore?
He's a donkey.
Oh.
You don't even know what he is. Oh my God.
He's blue. He's blue, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
blue.
Yeah, because he's sad, just like you, because you have no job. All right, let's get back to this.
Back to it.
Your bad mood is contagious. It will rub off on people close to you, even though they don't deserve it.
Fuck off.
Learn to deal with your emotional state. Keep it to yourself.
No.
Oh my god.
Fuck everything.
This is fucking toxic. Of course, of course, the situation is not simple, but neither is anyone else's.
I couldn't
Whiner.
I couldn't see the cards. I don't know.
Keep it to yourself and work on ways to make things better.
Oh man.
Okay, alright, we're back, you guys. We had to take a small little composure
Damn.
break. The main problem, according to the card you drew, is that you don't dare to try new challenges. Sometimes we have to launch out into the unknown to experience new things, to push our limits, to grow professionally. This is especially true if you've always worked in the same industry, in the weed, in the same sector, and today the job opportunities are no longer the same.
Wow.
Yeah, this is great. You have to be open-minded and learn new things to become competitive in the new sectors that are offering you better jobs. If you succeed, your family and friends will be proud of you, and you will have transformed a professional problem into a wonderful asset. You have everything to gain, so don't hesitate. Get started. You still have time. Everything is possible nowadays. Yeah, we have a new business that we're working on right now.
Right.
We just got to get some supplies.
Yeah, gotta get some stuffs together.
Yeah, like some lotion app and some other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, that was funny.
Woo.
The next one. The World, the Hanged Man, and the Star. The cards highlight a major event that could change a lot of things in your everyday life. In fact, the combination of cards you have chosen shows that in the days to come, your life path takes a new direction. It should create a break in your daily life and bring with it a new climate in which you could thrive a lot. It is true that things haven't been going as you would have liked lately. You have encountered some real difficulties and doubts have started to creep in. Yet, as shown by the cards, you are a worthwhile person, a man who can be trusted, who can be counted on. During the month of July 2019, you will need to travel for personal or professional reasons. You'll meet a woman you will see regularly in the future. You will quickly build a strong friendship. This may turn to love.
What?
The cards highlight a relationship of trust between the two of you.
Don't sleep with anyone else till I get there. I'm coming.
That's what you are more interested in.
Sometime in July.
Then this woman will introduce you to a new people, including a woman who seems to have a role to play in your life path. The tarot sometimes evokes the idea of destiny. This is the case here with you, with the cards you have chosen. By studying these combinations of cards you have drawn, it seems that this meaning is destined. In other words, you have arrived at a decisive moment in your life in which your destiny meets your life path. This could open many doors for you, especially emotionally, and could take you one step further in your love life. Wow.
Maybe I get to meet him Blueberry.
I don't know. Now your last three picks. An unexpected visitor to your home before the end of July. A caring person whose intentions are not well defined. They may offer you something, but you should look at it as a symbol. The emotional impact of the visit is not clear in the cards, but there are possibilities. This visit will not be an accident, but the fate of two people who find themselves in the same place at the same time for a special reason. Oh my god, I hope Blaine is not coming back.
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. Do not believe that life is a chance. It is written and you need to know how to read the signs. That's what we have been doing. I've been reading, trying to read these signs.
Right, we've been trying to divine
Right.
what's going on.
You need a divining rod, Wade.
Sounds like I need a divining job.
The consequences of this visit may be many, but we don't know much more than that at the moment. In any case, you have to be ready. It's an opportunity that you mustn't miss. It could be a woman, and her intentions might be more complex than the pretext that she will give you. Learn to read between the lines and understand what can hide between an event that may be simple at first glance. This is really good news in your life. Wow. If the visit does not take place before the end of July, it is because this person has an external impediment which has no connection with you. In this case, she will appear to you in the following weeks.
Mm.
Now, this is the missing card. The High Priestess represents a benevolent person who seeks to pass on knowledge and life experience. She conveys wisdom and embodies a maternal figure. She's a person that follows rules and seeks to transmit the set of values. By not picking the High Priestess, you put forth an adventurous and independent temperament. You seek to act and think for yourself in order to flourish in an environment where you master every element. These are qualities that contribute to your creativity and the expanse of your personality. That's really interesting. It's an interesting draw, I think.
I don't know how accurate mine was.
I think it's really accurate, and maybe it's because I said, like, I know a little bit about the cards, and I can see how this relates to things that are going on in your personal life right now, especially the independence of not drawing the High Priestess, but also with the potential of meeting somebody new.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, because it says it's going to start off as a friendship.
Well, we're gonna start getting out a little more, meeting some like-minded people here in the community.
Right, and plus you are going to be, traveling if we go to Oregon.
Right.
What a trip.
Might be some traveling going on, some ladies in the future.
Some ladies. You're all wait for me till I get there. Girl, have your fun. He'll be there
You
shortly.
best get it out of your system, baby girl, because daddy's coming.
Oh my God. Please don't ever. When you first meet a girl, don't ever say anything like that.
Daddy's home, baby.
You're gonna end up on the freaking 10 most creepiest guys on the internet page. What a trip. Synchronicities. How much do you think of it as like this law of attraction?
Honestly, I think a lot of it. I believe in that, the law of attraction.
I think we started putting things into place and making positive changes in our lives. And even though leaving Santa Cruz was difficult, the house was making us sick. And the landlords, we shouldn't be making people rich that treat people like, crap like that.
Right.
And so we have this new studio that we're setting, Dave and I are going to work on tonight. And things are rolling along.
Yeah, and I think we're just open to those changes.
I think we're actually attracting them.
As they're coming, too. Well, that's what I mean. You have to be open for them to come.
Well, you've made a lot of personal growth, in a short time, I think.
I'm trying to do some things. It's not been as easy as I would have liked, but it's happening.
Yeah, nothing worthwhile is easy. So let's see what this says about the law of attraction. Simply put, the law of attraction is the ability to attract into our lives whatever we are focusing on. It is believed that regardless of age, nationality, religious belief, we are all susceptible to the laws which govern the universe, including the law of attraction. It is the law of attraction which uses the power of the mind to translate whatever is in our thoughts and materialize them into reality. In basic terms, all thoughts turn into things eventually. If you focus on negative doom and gloom, you will remain under that cloud. If you focus on positive thoughts and have goals that you aim to achieve, you will find a way to achieve them with massive action. This is why the universe is such an infinitely beautiful place. The law of attraction dictates that whatever can be imagined and held in the mind's eye is achievable if you take action on a plan to get where you want to be. I've used it so many times in my life that I just know it's true.
It's like a form of meditation almost.
Right, and then sometimes we get lazy and complacent and we don't realize we have the power to manifest whatever it is that we want.
Right.
Just have to work at it. And that's the hard part, especially when you don't feel very good or you already have depression plaguing you.
Right.
But there are, ways and things and stuffs and doodads and doohickeys and plants and things that can help you overcome depression too.
Whatchamacallits.
Yeah.
Stuffs.
What would you manifest if you could manifest anything right now? What would be your top goal, like your top short-term goal?
Maybe just one of those large sweet teas from McDonald's would be nice. If I could just give the old nose a twitch and have one of them right here.
You just gotta go in the kitchen and boil some water and tea and sugar.
Maybe a chilada.
No, that's not a goal.
Just not even for the, isn't it?
No. That's a way to escape reality.
Huh.
And sweet tea's bad for you because you have diabetes.
It's not that bad.
You're going to get the itis, and you already had really good food today. So
I did have really good food today. That salad was amazing. It felt so good.
Like life force.
Going into your body, it's like you just feel it going, yes, thank you, good job.
Well, yeah, because yesterday you passed out after 10 minutes after eating.
I was like, wanted to be friends again and stuff.
Like your body wants to be friends with you? Do you feel disconnected from your own body?
I mean, I feel like it wants a divorce sometimes. Really?
Who's gonna get the Who's gonna get the kids?
Kids? Not me. No.
You're getting a divorce from yourself.
Oh, Lord, take it all.
You know what? A good friend of yours today told me that he thinks that you've given up on life.
No.
I don't think
crazy.
that's true. I think that you're just you don't like change. It's hard for you. But there are some things, like your card said, that you're going to have to do.
I know. I mean, I'm not going to, throw my life force into this card thing, but probably some truth in there.
Well, it's probably just common sense stuff that applies to anybody.
Certainly it is. We could all do things that would make everyone proud.
Just feel better, I mean, physically. Just for your health. So you feel better. Because isn't that the goal for all of us? Is to get... If I could go have my freaking brain cut open again, then you could not drink an iced tea.
Well...
I think that's reasonable.
Maybe just an unsweet tea with the lemon. Maybe a dash of that sweet and low.
We're laughing because of Meg. She's doing performance art right now.
You wouldn't believe it.
She's so sweet. What else about it, Wade? We've got 10 minutes.
10 minutes
we
to wrap it up. We laughed, we cried, we made fools of ourselves.
It's about a normal show.
Man, I'm spent.
Well, this is the second show that we've done today. So.
Who else needs a cigarette and a shower?
That's weird that you said that because I was just thinking how nice and a good shower is going to feel when it cools off a little bit in the evening.
Right.
It's a nice shower. Relaxing. I don't know. Synchronicities, man.
It's so crazy.
I have them listed on several pieces of paper and several notepads. That's how many there have been.
I know. There have been hundreds. I wouldn't hesitate to say there's at least been.
Oh, there was one today because I was teasing Eric because Eric doesn't like moths, and we've been killing. And I don't like them either because they're bad for your plants. But we've been killing them, and when we killed one, he was like, "Oh, it sounds like it's screaming or like making a noise."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, that's creepy." And so I was teasing him, and I'm like, "Oh, tell me, Eric. Tell me about the time that they took the moths and they screamed." And I'm doing the whole freaking Anthony Hopkins thing. And then I Google why do moths scream, and it talked about the movie Silence of the Lambs right after we did that in the story about the moth.
Had those death's head moths in them.
Right, and then it was talking about death head moths, and I was like, oh wait, check it out, they're deadheads. And Eric was like, oh, he's wearing a Grateful Dead shirt right now.
Right.
Strange.
So, I mean, is that one big one, or is that three little ones, or how do we count? I don't even know. Some of them we don't even know how to count.
Well, I want the universe to know right now that we're paying attention.
Yes, we are doing that.
We're receptive. Maybe we'll get our own show or something. You never know.
Maybe. Maybe some Martian women will come and abduct me.
I want to go.
That'd be awesome.
What do the Martian women look like in your mind's eye? Because you have to manifest them now.
Sexy.
Are they green?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
are they blue?
Wouldn't they be green and blue? I'd like to think they change colors like a mood ring.
Like the mouse, the color changing mouse.
Yeah, I mean, lots of things do that these days.
My chair changes colors. I just don't know how to make it work. Do you know that my chair has a USB port right here? So I can plug in my phone and charge my phone. And it has lights. Sarah bought me this thing. It was like $900. But it has lights along the bottom, and then the cup holders light up, and they could change colors, or they could stay a color. I don't know how to do it, though.
Just like those Martian women.
Right, that's what it reminded me of.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how that works. Well, I do hope the Martians come for you if that's what you want.
Well, see what's happening up there in the other realms.
In the ethers.
Up there in the ethers. It'd be fun.
I want a sitcom.
Except for, I'm afraid to fly, so. Maybe if we could just get a ground shuttle. I don't know.
I think you're just got to stick with a regular Earthling.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get one that wants to relocate.
I kind of have someone in mind, really, when I was reading your cards. I'm not going to tell you who I'm thinking of.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But a thought did cross my mind.
Wow, that's interesting. You should write that down and seal it.
I know, I have it in here.
A piece of paper.
I have it locked in my brain.
And then I'll hang on to it.
No, you won't. You'll read it so you can see who I'm thinking about for you.
I'll be in there with a hairdryer.
Well, first you gotta get a job. That's what your tarot card said. Oh yeah, we're gonna start that business. And this is kind of a job.
It is kind of a job.
It said not paid job, but if you make one silly viral video, that's all it'll take.
Right. It's not for lack of trying.
Then you can get on Tosh. Is that show still on?
I don't know. There's got to be something like that out there, though.
Right. Oh, Dear Dex. You can't submit stuff to that, though.
Yeah, but, if Rob's looking around for content, maybe
you gotta go viral. I think Eric's gonna have to release the Bohemian Rhapsody video.
Well, that could do it.
We might want to do it on 4th of July because we're dressed.
We are kind of dressed in the red, white, and blue. Perfect.
Right. In fact, we're gonna do a live show on 4th of July. When is this gonna air? What's the date today?
It's the 30th, right?
Oh, that's right. But I'm saying like the day of the week. So we already did, well, I mean, we could do them backwards. We could do this one for Monday. Monday's a fortnight. Monday's tomorrow.
Right.
4th of July is going to be on Thursday. Cool. Let's do a live show.
Oh, we could.
I got the gear.
Maybe hit a park or something. And
Yeah. We got the headbands with the stars and the streamers.
Oh, that's good.
And all that.
We need those.
And you can wear your other dead shirt. The red, white, and blue one.
Alright. Y'all have to dig that out. I'm not sure where it is, but
We might have to release that video. Bohemian Rhapsody.
yeah,
I don't know. I gotta think about it because I'm in it. And it's just, you guys, it's stupid. It's drunk fools.
it's silly. It's silly drunkenness. We were, well, I mean,
It was Red Nose Day.
it was Red Nose Day, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's for, you buy these red noses at Walgreens for $1, and the money goes to help kids. And it really, we went full throttle.
Eric's saying we should just release the audio of it and not the video. That might be a better idea.
I don't know. I don't know. The video, man, really brings the whole
Well,
thing
we could
together.
also edit it where I just do like a small portion of you.
We could blur you out
No, I'm not worried about that.
if you didn't want people to see your drunkenness. People have seen my drunkenness.
Now, you know what? I committed to this fully, and if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
In the spirit of transparency, you're just gonna put it out there.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, hey.
I can't even fake how bad you did that.
Here's what happened. We went full throttle for the kids, Gia. We went full throttle. You know, normally I have a fair voice.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's so funny. Okay, we should play a sound clip of it right now.
I don't know what happened to me on
you
that
don't
day.
on your phone? Okay, well, we'll play a sound clip for it because we only got 2 minutes right now. So maybe on the next show. Well, this is a teaser. We gotta tease it in.
Yeah, we went full throttle, and it was a good time. It was different times back then.
I know. That was when I was drinking a little bit more. Now I drink bitters when I have a sore tummy. That's about it.
We were drinking. Well, I say we. I was probably a good couple of pints in on some rum.
You're doing a lot better with that.
I haven't drank in, a month.
Yeah. That's really good. I remember when it was like the day after you drank, and then you're like, yeah, I haven't drank in days, and I'm all in day.
Well.
I'm like, when people say I haven't done something for a minute, they don't really literally mean a minute.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes. Especially when it's drinking.
Alright, you guys, stay safe and happy, and if you want to get a chick, you got to get a job. That's the takeaway from this show.
Got to get a job to get a gal.
Dork. You want to say anything else?
Gosh, I'll just, come check us out. IPM Nation, innovative, provocative, and mobile over there.
Right. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Giazilla Show. I'm posting pictures and videos there, routinely, so check that out. Feel free to post on the page. I'm not one of those weirdos that, that have to approve comments or content.
Right.
It's a free world.
Be nice. Be kind. Please.
Well, yeah. People know me. They know I don't tolerate no bullshit. We don't deal with low-hanging fruit.
Right.
Alright. Giazilla Show on Facebook. IPMNation.com/bluntforce for archives. IPMNation.com/live1 on Monday, Thursdays, Fridays, 8 p.m. CST. PM. Eric's making me laugh. I gotta go.
See ya.
Say goodbye, Eric.
IPMNation.com.